Hello everyone, my name is Stunnningtonn. Welcome back to another episode of Cupid, a visual novel. Let's continue. It is one of the reasons why I'm very invested in her. We read that already. Oh shoot, see, oh crap, we missed that. Last episode. Guilleme kneeled down so that he was eye to eye with Catherine. He patted her head. You are a very intelligent and kind-hearted girl, Catherine. You are a star. Mon étoile or tweet. Someday, I know you will change the world. At least, I'd like to say you try. Mother. Whoa. Help me. What's happening? Oh. My chest. Oh. I can't breathe. No. Catherine. Chapter 2. Liberate. I think I said that right. You hear that? Is that breathing? Sobbing? It's like a ghost, anyway. It's funny, isn't it? Dot dot dot. I always leave you. Such is the way of the world. The more you laugh, the more you lose. Oh, it seems like they'll stay forever, but they never do. I'm the only one who stays, my lovely Rose. My love is the only you love me. You were always so weak. Always so loving to people who did not deserve it. I told you to get rid of her, didn't I? I told you to be wary. I knew it from the start, my Rose. She led you astray. Catherine was a curse. She drove you to a love I warned you about. I knew she would just cause you pain. Oh. What happened? Like, what happened? What happened to Catherine? I was so worried about you, darling. She almost led you astray. Away from me. Trust in mother, darling. I am just glad to have you back to myself. Dot dot dot. Your silence bothers me, child. She was important to me, mother. Not again. I loved her. Mother only laughed as Rosa screamed out her pain. Dot dot dot. Rosa felt strong arms shake her awake. Rosa. She opened her eyes and was hit by a strange sadness that crushed her. She was dazed for a moment. Why was she so sad? And then she remembered. Her best friend was gone. Aww. She was gone. Rosa, how are you feeling? Guilleme sat by her bed, a hand in hers. Rosa didn't realize she had been holding onto it tightly in her fitful sleep. She broke from his grasp and clutched her knees. Rosa? She remained silent. I came to check on you. You went into shock and lost consciousness. I can only imagine how hard it must have been for you to see her. Oh, is Catherine really gone? Is Catherine gone? Oh, it's sad. Like that. His words echoed in her brain, yet she did not register much of their meaning. Rosa still refused to speak, and Guilleme fidgeted with his glove. The wake will take place as soon as possible, Rosa. Oh, Catherine's dead! Oh my gosh! Oh, that's sad. Oh, how did she die? Oh my gosh! I wasn't expecting that. Whoa! This is actually sad. I just wanted to let you know that she's being taken care of. He's hiding something. There was a slight triumph in Mother's voice. Dot, dot, dot. He wants to get rid of her body as soon as possible. Don't you see it, child? Tell me you're not falling for this. Roses was tired. Mother, always the cynic, would say such things. She hated anyone who came close to Rosa's heart. Rosa didn't want to hear it. She didn't want to deal with anything right now. Did my choices cause this? Is Catherine dead because of me? Aww. All she wanted to do was wallow in her loneliness. To curl up inside the hole Catherine had left behind and sleep. My child, tell me you see it. Remember the fear in Catherine's eyes in her last days? What? I don't like either of these. But as a mother, I'm mostly worried about Rosa's well-being. So making her remember about seeing Catherine in her last few days isn't going to help Rosa feel any better. Nor would tell her how unperturbed by how Guilleme is. Because all she has left is Guilleme. And probably Catherine's father and her sister. But I do feel as though taking her mind off of Catherine would help. There is an absence of feeling in him, don't you see? It goes beyond the usual apathy of loneliness. Did he even really love Catherine? How well do you even know him, child? I've known him for as long as I knew Catherine, Mother. Well, that's true. He's a close friend. I didn't ask you how long you've known him, but how well. Wait, Chew. Okay. Beyond the mask that he displays in public view, do you even know his past? Do you even know any of his ambitions or secrets? He was always a private man, Mother. Think back, child. Isn't it curious how all his past relationships have ended in disaster? Everything he touches crumbles. Oh, jeez. Dot, dot, dot. That is not enough to accuse him of anything. You idiot. He is different. He does not belong. You have felt it too, haven't you? Rosa looked at Guilleme with new eyes now. A hint of doubt slithered out from beneath her sadness. Yeah, I'm starting not to trust Guilleme anymore. Rosa wanted something to blame, a cast for all her regrets. Guilleme seemed like the perfect candidate, didn't he? Okay, that doesn't seem reasonable, but go ahead. Yes, you're finally seeing it. Open your eyes, child. It made sense. Guilleme and Catherine's relationship began to peter off into coldness right before she died. Oh. Her mental instability only served to compound the fracture in their relationship. All I want to know is what happened to Catherine. How did she die?
Perhaps Guilleme was tired of her and had her killed off for convenience? Or perhaps Catherine, in her psychotic state, killed herself to spite him. Oh. Rosa stared at the man beside her. He is not to be trusted, child. He is a demon. Guilleme returned Rosa's angry stare with a resolute look. I know you must hate me, Rosa. I am aware that I only aggravated Catherine's condition with my presence. Oh. I know the feeling when I am not wanted. He stood up, a hard yet kind look on his face. Just remember that I will always be here for you. As much as I was there for Catherine, even though she spat me out. Rosa bit her lip. When Catherine had refused to eat, it had been Guilleme who fed her and attended to her. Despite Catherine hurling abuse at him, he had tried to care for the sick woman himself. Lies, all lies. Keeping up appearances. Then what is it that he has done, Mother? Catherine committed suicide. Oh. It was not by his hands that she died. Are you just going to leave it at that? Look at his face and tell me you trust him wholeheartedly. Rosa tried to search for the answer in Guilleme's eyes, but as always, his face betrayed only few emotions. I don't know. Mother was screaming now. He killed her. I am sure he did. And you're letting him get away with it. Please, my head hurts. And you say you loved her. You never loved her, you selfish child. I've always known you that selfish. Just like your father. Stop. You throw people away. Didn't you throw me away when I inconvenienced you? Oh, admit it. You were secretly relieved I died. No, stop it. This is sad. She screamed back at the last voice. Her mouth quivered. Oh, I think that was father? Guilleme stared at Rosa in shock. The outburst had accidentally come out loud. It pulled the plug that kept the tears from pouring out. Now her vision clouded, and she blinked them away again and again. She was not sobbing. She did not even realize her face was wet. Guilleme and Rosa stared at each other, both kindred in their sorrow. He kneeled down by Rosa's bed and wiped her tears with his hand. He did not say anything while doing this, and Rosa stared blankly ahead. It almost stunned her how many tears a person's eyes could carry. I loved her too, Rosa. Oh, I think that was Catherine's voice. Oh, is Catherine our spirit animal now? He said it after a while. I know what you're feeling. I guess that was Catherine's voice. She didn't know if it was her own or if Mother's anger was somehow influencing her, but her chest heaved. She balled up her fist so tightly that her fingernails hurt. Shut up. She spat, and the man recoiled at the uncharacteristic bitterness of her words. Catherine was afraid of you in her last days. You did something to her. I know it. She could feel Mother inside her head, building up her anger. He has to be punished. You are to blame. He has to atone. I know you are guilty. He must be punished. Guilleme stared at her, dumbfounded for a few seconds. But the man didn't try to appease her. He only stepped closer to Rosa and wrapped his arms around the hysterical girl. Let go of me. I hate you. Let me go. But Guilleme didn't. If you need something to hate, then I'll accept your hate. Aww. But you must accept my comfort too. I need you too, right now, Rosa. You're the only one who loved her as much as I did. Oh, Father, what about her sister? I forgot her name. Emily? Emile? Guilleme's words brought back Catherine and Rosa's mind. Almost at once, the anger was replaced with a sadness so heavy she couldn't breathe. Why was she so angry again? She was focusing on anger instead of pain. Holy shit. It was easier. The real tears came, all for the loss of the girl they both loved. Tomorrow was not going to come. There was only right now, the loss, and two friends mourning a loved one. Rosa cried until she thought she wouldn't be able to stop, and Guilleme quietly held her. Slowly, her weeping began to subside into sobs, and only then did he speak again. Stay in the patio, Rosa. I know you are thinking of leaving now that Catherine is gone, but I can't let you wander the streets again. I'll take care of you. It's what Catherine would have wanted. Like a spell being broken, these words brought back her anger. How could you possibly know what Catherine wants? She pushed his arms away from her. She's dead. Guilleme's mouth pursed, and he stepped away. I want you to go. Please leave me. Guilleme sighed and closed his eyes. I understand. He turned on his heels and left without another word. This is sad. Hours seemed like minutes to her. She would fall asleep and awaken in unfit intervals so often she had lost the exact time. Awake, she would stare at a part of the wall with no coherent thoughts forming in her mind. One would think morning should be spent in a depressive frenzy. All the reasons to grieve are yours after all. She could wail now if she wanted. She could pull on her hair, curse the skies. She could reminisce the past, admire the thrill of human lives. Unfortunately, it was something less poetic. Pain was simple. It was clean. Oh. It was a well-sharpened knife that sliced through the heart in one stroke. Don't do it. Don't do it. No blood, no mess. Empty. When tears were spent, there was just a hole where your heart had been. The hurt called out to you. It lingered. But since there was nothing there anymore, you couldn't find where the pain ended and you began. Rosa slept all day. The sun had gone down twice before she shifted from her bed. She stood up slowly, deliberately, with a purpose. My child, you know I hurt when you're hurt. Already a surge of power flowed within her, fueled by her grief. The power filled her up, and there was so much emptiness inside that the energy seemed to saturate her whole body. Purpose was always a balm for fury. Mother, tell me what to do. I don't want Rosa to go and find justice on her own. I don't want her to take justice into her own hands, because that's I don't want to retribution. Start with his guilt, child. Uncover his lies, crush his mask. He must pay for everything he has done. A grudge. I wasn't going to be happy with either of those options. I didn't like either of those. Rosa didn't speak, but she started to form the words in her mind, feeling them in her bones, giving life to every thought. She took a small knife and carved a symbol on her forehead. It didn't need much. A guilt spell. What? It didn't aim to punish, it only aimed to inform. She needed to know how much guilt the man carried, and the source of such guilt. If the guilt was concrete and came from a direct action, then she would know Guilleme did something to Catherine. It had been a while since he used the magic. What? When did magic come into this? What the hell? It used to be the only way she could protect herself from the world. Mother had taught her, and now Mother guided her as she cast her spell. She needed possession of the man. Rosa opted for his voice, still fresh from memory. She focused on the last conversation they shared. If you need something to hate, I will take care of you. I need you. His words made Rosa feel distress and confusion. Always, it was this way with him. The feeling wasn't foreign, and had been there for years. I will always be there for you. Has this been a while? Ah! Rosa felt a violent force upturn her stomach. It was that horrid lurch just before vomiting. You failed! The spell collapsed in her brain. Focus, idiot child, or you'll lose your chance. Rosa tried again. This time, she focused on Guilleme's eyes. Cold, like flints of steel. Dark and fathomless. No grief except, perhaps, for the situation. No, Catherine. No pain of loss. This didn't matter to her. Their relationship was dying anyway. Where was his guilt? Rosa dug deeper. She increased the chanting on her lips. No torment. No uncertainty. No guilt. Did the spell fail again? She searched once more, and found nothing. There was no guilt in Guilleme's eyes. She could stop the spell now, and knowing that he was innocent. If the spell had worked, then Guilleme was blameless. But his absence was most distressing. Rosa desperately pushed her mind further, almost wishing there were traces hiding behind her reach. Guilt should be present in any loss, no matter how little. Don't we blame ourselves for our own loss? Don't we hate ourselves and punish ourselves even if it wasn't our fault? It didn't have to be real, but we need guilt to feel pain. But Guilleme didn't have a sliver of guilt. The vicious pain took hold of her again, squeezing her stomach with murderous intent. The pain was so great, Rosa wasn't sure if the spell had failed or succeeded. Something is wrong. But before Rosa could agree with Mother, she felt a sharp pain in her throat. What? Rosa clutched her neck, scraping, scratching. A sharp, jagged lump was blocking her breathing. She could feel its edges crawl up her windpipe, tearing the soft walls as it moved about. The pain did not stop. Oh gosh. Oh! Rosa felt her to her knees and gagged. She thrashed about like a woman being strangled. Mother remained calm, unaffected by Rosa's distress. Rosa was about to expel whatever it was. Tears ran down her face. The horrible, acidic taste coated her tongue. Finally, she opened her mouth and forced the vile thing out. She kept her eyes shut, afraid to look at whatever had come out of her. But a choking feeling gripped her, and she puked again. She spat at it after she vomited. Her spit felt heavy and thick in her mouth. Ugh. It gathered around her knees in a growing pool. Rosa panted. Every breath was laced with pain. But the gruesome effect had finally stopped. She wiped sweat on her forehead. Something on the floor reflected light. She struggled to comprehend what was in front of her. She reached out with her hand and pricked up something sharp made her recoil. She tried again, this time seeing more clearly. Rosa picked them up with shaking hands. Needles? Oh! Oh! Okay, I'm thoroughly uncomfortable. So, I think I'm gonna stop here. To think about life for a second, or a few hours maybe. So, thank you all for watching. It's been another episode of Cupid, the visual novel. My name is Stunnningtonn, and I'll see you all next time. I need to lie down.